Hello guys! Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to my lovely subscribers, old and new. To my returning viewers, thanks for hanging out. Do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And to you who dropped by for the very first time today, a warm welcome and I hope you all enjoy this video. Today we are dipping our noses into more niche fragrances. A little more than half a year ago, I discovered the niche end of the fragrance spectrum. Having worn eau de colognes since I was about 9 or 10 years old, it was a whole new world altogether. As a noob, I wasn't too adventurous about buying full bottles because they are simply number one, pricier, and number two, harder to find around here. One day, as I was browsing through Walmart, I found this at a very discounted price. It took a while to get to me, but I have accepted that to be my reality. So today we will walk through 5 niche scents in this sample box called Boujour Beautiful. So I believe you can only get this at Walmart or walmart.com. So for friends in the US and Canada who might be interested, this is a good steal for you guys, especially if you're like me who's just started on the niche journey. This retails for $28 US, but I think permanently discounted to 18. So this looks fancy for an $18 in my opinion. Alright, so when you open this up, you get a fancy catalog over here. So this kind of gives you an idea of the scent inside. Right, so and then they also give you a test strips over here. So to make sure that your sampling experience is at its best. And then this whole entire box comes with 2 5 ml samples over here in spray bottles, and then the 3 are the standard 2 ml. So this is pretty decent sizes, don't you think? So I think this set was put together to help an aspiring niche collector start a collection. I would have to say that none of these scents included here are challenging. In fact, these are all mass appealing niche scents to me. So all these scents are marketed as unisex, although 1 to 2 are definitely feminine leaning. Also, I have been holding some samples lately, so I'll throw in 3 perfumes not found in the set. So I have them here. So I will leave a link to where you can get the cans and bottles here in the Philippines. So get yourself a drink, you guys. I can see this becoming a pretty long video, so I will leave timestamps so you can go right to the fragrance or fragrances that interests you the most. And without further ado, let's sniff them niche. First scent from this set is called Not a Perfume from Juliette Has a Gun. So such a catchy name, don't you think? So a lot of perfume reviewers have raved about this perfume. This scent, perfumery truly runs in the family, as Juliette Has a Gun was established by Romano Ricci, the grandson of Nina Ricci. So Juliette Has a Gun is a house known for minimalistic molecular-based fragrances. In Not a Perfume, in this one, the molecule in question is ambroxan, which is a lab substitute for an expensive natural ingredient, gray amber. Ambroxan is also found in popular male-targeted fragrances such as Dior Sauvage, Versace Eros, and Molecule O2, among others. Having only 2 ingredients, the other one being Cetalox, also a synthetic substitute to ambergris, another pricey natural ingredient. Not a Perfume doesn't smell anything like your usual perfume water. Instead, they say that these ingredients enhance notes surrounding them like one's own natural skin scent. This is technically not perfume water, but a scent enhancer instead. So this is perfectly unisex right there in the center. This is for the person who doesn't like strong scents or any hints of floral, fruits, and woods, or for situations where you can't wear strong scents, for example, for school teachers or for healthcare workers. I believe this is also hypoallergenic, so this is going to be a great perfume for people who are hypersensitive to some perfume ingredients. This will also probably do well as a mixing or a layering perfume. I was really excited about this because this sounds like something up my alley. This smells like an elegantly clean skin with a musky undertone on paper. However, on my skin, this turned really bad, like a strong skanky body odor. So it surely is the Ambroxan enhanced further, unfortunately, by Cettalox. I know for sure that Ambroxan doesn't work well with my skin chemistry. I was initially thinking that this is a safe blind buy for anyone, but if you're like me, try this on skin first and see how that works. And I do believe that there isn't really a perfume that's a safe blind buy, so including minimalistic molecular based fragrances such as this one. So nonetheless, I do think that this is a good perfume to try. There is a superdose version as well. Locally, Juliette Has a Gun is available at Art of Scent. I will leave a link down below to their store. Next is this fragrance from Comptoir Sud Pacifique. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So this is called Vanille Blackberry. So my research brought me to the Comptoir Sud Pacifique website, chock full of gourmands, which literally made my mouth water. So this essentially is a gourmand perfume house established in 1974. The inspiration is the owner's travels to the Pacific. Vanille Blackberry is a 2017 creation. This one is a 2017 creation in Eau de Toilette concentration with bergamot and lemon on top, blackberry and jasmine in the middle, and vanilla, white musk, and cashmere wood in the base. So this is a photorealistic blackberry scent. You get the tartness and juiciness of the blackberry in the opening that mixes with vanilla sweetness towards the mid to the dry down. The vanilla perfectly balances out that punchy tartness of the blackberry. So this isn't too tart or too sweet if you're worried about that. In fact, the mix is an olfactory delight. So vanilla and blackberry is really what you get throughout the life of this perfume. And at 82 euros for 100 ml, I think this is one of the more affordable niche houses. Their bottles come in 10, in 30, and 100 ml. Their website also offers sample vials of all their fragrances. I don't know though where I can get this around here. So this is feminine leaning to me, but I think anyone can pull this off. If you are tired of the usual citruses or santan smelling fragrances for hot summer days, I suggest you sample this. This composition might just surprise you. That's Vanille Blackberry from Comptoir Sud Pacifique. This right here is Intense Café from the fragrance house Montale. So I've talked about this fragrance in a previous video in comparison to Serjov's Cambridge Club. So if you didn't catch that, I will leave a link in this video. So this is a pretty popular perfume in Fragcom for a very good reason. So this opens with coffee giving way to a spicy, boozy, jammy rose, some oud in the background with a creamy, slightly lactonic quality to the composition. Housed in their iconic tin can spray bottles, this is a beast of a fragrance. Intense is definitely not a misnomer here. This is unisex, big compliment getter, definitely a cool or cold weather fragrance. A pretty limited use for this here in the Philippines, however. Montale is a fairly affordable niche house at $170 for a 100 ml bottle of Intense Café. So this comes in a ristretto version where the coffee note was amped up in the composition. Because I have a full bottle of Cambridge Club, which smells about 95% similar to this, I won't be getting a full bottle of Intense Café, but I'm personally interested in the ristretto version. So if you're into thick, darker fragrances and willing to explore spicy rosewood combination in a perfume, I suggest you try this one. You can't go wrong with Intense Café from Montale. Next one has a very interesting name. So this is not a blue bottle 1.2, and this is coming from the fragrance house Histoires de Parfum. Anyway, this is a French fragrance house founded in 2000. So this is not a blue bottle, it's a collection of 6 perfume in blue bottles. So this whole entire line is an allegory to the color blue. 1.2, this one has ivy and pink pepper on top, lilac and lily of the valley in the middle, as well as ilang ilang, and vanille vanilla, sandalwood, and white musk in the base. Let me tell you that this is a sweet, edible smelling scent. There's something about this that smells so yummy, almost nostalgic. I couldn't quite point a finger to it at first, but after reading some reviews which say that this reminds them of pink bubblegum brand name Bazooka, the one that comes with a tiny comic strip. If you remember that from childhood, yes, I get the comparison. Because I loved that as a kid. I used to chew on that a lot. So looking at the notes, I didn't expect the composition to smell like this, but surprise, surprise, it does. So boom, that's niche for you. So this is an eau de parfum, lasts about 5 to 6 hours on me. Feminine leaning to my nose. This is a vanilla-centric perfume despite being categorized as a floral musk. I don't get distinct floral notes in this. The vanilla here is a womanly vanilla, if you know what I mean. It is sweet but pleasantly sweet, if you know what I mean. I do think this is full bottle worthy. In fact, this was the only full bottle worthy scent in my head when I first did a wear test of this set. I couldn't stop smelling my wrist. This is truly quite addicting. The bottle is a gorgeous blue with splatters of color. They come in 15, 60, and 120 ml bottles. So the 120 ml retails for 165 euros. Pretty affordable niche house as well. So if you are a sweet tooth who loves a good vanilla scent, check this one out. 1.2. This is not a blue bottle. This next one, I'm very sure I'm going to butcher the fragrance house name again. So this is from Etat, Libre, Orange, and this is Remarkable People. So this house opened in 2006. The name of this house was an ode to the birthplace of the founder, which is in Orange Free State, South Africa. So Etat, Libre, Orange is perhaps one of the most avant-garde among the niche houses in terms of scent composition. But Remarkable People, however, is pretty mainstream smelling, and this is hardly challenging. This has notes of grapefruit, champagne accord, and cardamom on top. The mid has jasmine, black pepper, and curry new jungle essence. I don't know what that is or what that smells like, but the base has labdanum, sandalwood, and synthetic ingredient Lorenox. This is in eau de parfum concentration. The opening in this is amazing, smooth and sparkling like a very good champagne. This is an interesting composition to me. At some point during the wear, this smells like a man in impeccably tailored suit. Another time, this smells of an elegantly dressed lady, very poised and respectable. So this is so unique. This can be worn by both men and women, not necessarily a special occasion fragrance. This will also do well as a boss scent, but this will give you an aura of an approachable boss. So great for daytime wear or overspray for nighttime wear as well. This is fresh enough such that it did well for the humid environment around here. This is pretty versatile in my opinion, very easy to like. Available in 50 and 100 ml bottles. The 100 ml retails for 135 euros. Again, a fairly affordable niche house, plus you can definitely share this bottle with your partner. So that's Remarkable People. The next one is one of the 3 DECANTS that I'm featuring today. So this is from Atelier, Cologne, and this is called Café Tuberosa. So this is a very nice spray bottle over here, a decant spray bottle. So Café Tuberosa is unmistakably a coffee perfume for the coffee lovers or coffee addicts out there. So this was released in 2017 in eau de parfum concentration. Notes included are cardamom, bergamot, and Sicilian mandarin on top, coffee, tuberose, and rose oil in the middle. The base has cacao pod and Madagascar vanilla. So this is literally your mocha coffee in perfume form. There's a rich coffee brew, dark chocolate plus vanilla. You get hit by strong coffee scent on initial spray. This is an acquired taste kind of perfume. Pretty challenging, I would have to say. This has to grow on me. At first, my newbie nose found this to be quite obnoxious. I think the scent that's off-putting to me at the outset is the note of tuberose. It's a note that I struggle with even in other perfumes. The way it mixes with the mocha-esque character in this scent, I do not find up to my taste. But as this dries down, everything sort of mellows down into this smooth mocha goodness. This is definitely a cold weather perfume, very cozy smelling, intense on initial spray, so the scent will come through layers of clothing. I will wear this again when monsoon season arrives over here, when it's also a lot colder. I can see this as a comforting scent on cold, rainy, gloomy days. As a coffee lover myself, the warm aroma of coffee plus cacao and vanilla mix for an excellent mood booster. To me, this is not an entry-level niche perfume. Also, not too sure if this is among some of the discontinued fragrances in the line. But if you're a coffee lover and you like a challenging scent, so this one's for you. This is called Atelier Cologne Café Tuberosa. The next decant I have over here is from LeLabo, and this is Santal 33. A big hello to my friend Lovella, who has been patiently waiting for this review. It's finally come. So Santal 33 is a big hit here in the Philippines because a lot of the local celebrities has been wearing this. So for one is Bea Alonso and another is Alden Richards. So this is a 2011 release with notes of sandalwood, hence the name Santal, papyrus, leather, cedar, cardamom, iris, violet, and amber. So this to me is a unisex fragrance but leans a little bit masculine. I think this will smell wonderful on a man. On my skin, this pulls very green, like the smell of dried hay, and then it morphs to something synthetic smelling like a newly opened plastic toy or styrofoam. On cloth or paper, this smells more woody. I have to put out a disclaimer though, so if you've been watching me for a while, you would know that green fragrances do not quite agree with me, no matter how much I want them to work. So this is on the pricier end of the niche. Spectrum at $280 for a 100 ml bottle. So I suggest you sample and spray, more importantly, spray on skin before committing to a bottle, just in case you have a skin chemistry very similar to mine. So this is a hard pass for me. I've tried very hard to like this, as I've been wearing this about 4 to 5 times now, outdoors, indoors, day, night, open air, aircon environment. Still very much unpleasant on my skin. Last but certainly not the least is this scent from Mugler. So this is Angel Eau Croisiere 2019. So the mango one. So I don't think Mugler is strictly a niche house, since it is a designer house, but anyway, I do have a decant over here and I thought I'd share with you. So I've included this here because I've been hearing a lot of good things about this particular scent, but unfortunately it was not easy to find a bottle. So as soon as I have found a decant seller, I got it, and this is the one I sampled and I was truly blown away. So what I did was I messaged the seller to kindly, or actually begged for him to sell his partial bottle, and I got it over here. So he very kindly sold it to me. So that's how I love this scent so much. So this is your mango, grapefruit, blackcurrant, and sorbet, patchouli, and praline. So this is another photorealistic fruit scent of sweet ripened fresh mango in a cocktail of other tart fruits that balances out the sweetness. And underneath all the top notes is the ever so lovely Angel DNA with dirty patchouli and praline that grounds this composition. So if you love Angel and looking for a summer version featuring mango, of course, this one is for you. So this is in eau de toilette concentration, and on my skin I get a good 5 to 6 hours of wear. That is a very good one for an EDT in this warm weather. I think that's pretty long. So this is a 2019 limited edition release, but there is a store locally called Fresh, which I've discovered very recently, and they still distribute bottles of this online and in store. I will leave a link in the description box below for anyone in the Philippines who's interested to get a hold of bottle of this. So this is a 10/10 of a fragrance to me. I know that this could be difficult to find in some parts of the world, but just in case you chance upon a bottle, snag it and enjoy. Alternatively, Mugler came out with a 2020 Eau Croisiere with fig as the main note, and lately they came out with an Angel Iced Star, a 2021 release with pineapple and coconut. Among the fragrances I've sampled over here, I believe the full bottle worthy fragrances among this lineup is definitely Angel, Mugler, Croisiere 2019. I already got a partial bottle of that. And then I think Remarkable People from Etat, Libre, Orange is a good scent to own as well. This is quite versatile and can be shared with your partner. And then Not a Blue Bottle 1.2 is also a very good fragrance if you love the sweeter end of the spectrum. Intense Café, I'm not getting a bottle because as I've said, it's very similar to another perfume that I have. But if I don't have that, I'm very sure I'm gonna get one of this. And then Vanille Blackberry is a very good summer scent, especially if you're tired of your citruses and your suntanny smelling, coconut smelling fragrances. This is a very good summer perfume to own. The rest are basically off of my preference. I am not considering them because they may not really work for me, but who knows, maybe they work well for you and the weather you are in. Do let me know down in the comments below if you've delved into the niche spectrum of the fragrance world as well. Do let me know if you have any fragrance favorites from the niche collection. Have you tried any from the fragrances we've mentioned today? And with that, I thank you all so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It's going to help me a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, stay safe and fragrant.